Hi everyone, welcome to Make Better Business Decisions with Analytics, Part 2. Grow with Google helps people grow their skills, careers, and businesses by offering free digital skills training and tools. My name is Kate Angelo. I'm the Technology and Career Center Manager at the Long Branch Free Public Library, and I'm glad you're joining us today. We're going to discuss how you can make more strategic business decisions with the insights you gain from Google Analytics. In Part 1 of this class, we focused on a more introductory approach to Google Analytics, while today we'll dive deeper into the more intermediate concept. In the first part of today's class, we'll focus on how to set up goals and events in Google Analytics, as well as the goal types you can use to gain more valuable insights about your website. We will discuss utilizing Google Tag Manager in this process. Then we will go into primary and secondary dimensions and how you can use those tools to get a more in-depth view of your data. In the second part of today's class, we'll discuss using segments to analyze the trends in your business for more strategic decision making. Lastly, we will cover getting the most from all your Google products by linking your analytics for more powerful insights. Let's just quickly revisit our discussion from Part 1. We know utilizing Google Analytics is the best way starts with our goals. Without goals, we don't have any basis to understand if we are really growing our business. Based on those goals, we need to ask the right questions based on a potential customer's engagement with our site. Armed with the questions, we then go to Analytics to choose the right reports with the answers to those questions. In Part 1, we reviewed reports to give you insight on real-time activity, your audience, acquisitions, behavior, and conversions. We then gather the data to gain insight to make informed decisions for our business. Okay, we understand we need to have goals, but let's talk about how we can get analytics to understand what our goals are and give us actionable insights to help us make better business decisions. Let's start with goals. The tool you can use to understand how often users complete specific actions. But how will Google Analytics help them to better understand how close they are to reaching their business goals? Goals measure how well your site or app fulfills your target objectives. A goal represents a completed activity, called a conversion, that contributes to the success of your business. Defining goals is one of the most important elements of using Google Analytics. Having properly configured goals allows analytics to provide you with critical information, such as the number of conversions and the conversion rate for your site or app. Without this information, it's almost impossible to evaluate the effectiveness of your online business and marketing campaigns. We've reviewed the importance of goals to get the most out of analytics. Now let's discuss what types of goals we might set up for our business. Every website owner will have different goals for their business, and those goals may change over time, which is why you can set up as many as 20 goals at a time within your Google Analytics account. Goals fall into one of 4 types. Destination goals. They focus on a specific location loading. For example, your goal may be that customers sign up for your newsletter. In that case, the conversion would take place when the "Thank you for registering" page loads. Duration goals focus on a session that lasts a specific amount of time or longer. For example, your goal may be that your readers spend at least 20 minutes on your website reading blog pieces. In that case, the conversion would take place when they spent at least 20 minutes on the page indicated. Pages or screens per session goals. This goal will consider the specific number of pages or screens visited by a customer in one session. For example, a visitor loaded 5 pages within your site. And event goals focus on the action defined as an event when it's triggered. For instance, you may want a visitor to click on a video or click a link to your social media. That event would trigger the completion of the goal. The different ways in which we can use goals to better understand our conversions include purchases made, subscription signups, page views, clicks, and form submissions. Ask yourself, what are the indicators of a customer taking the specific actions you want them to take on your own website? Conversion goals are set up in the admin section of analytics under the view level. To set up a new goal, you will first sign into Google Analytics, click admin, and navigate to the desired view. In the view column, click goals and then plus new goal. Clicking on goals reveals any goals you currently have set in analytics. You can have up to 20 goals per reporting view. To track more than 20 goals, you can create an additional view for that property, or consider editing an existing goal you don't need anymore. There are 3 options for creating goals. Goal templates are designed to help you set up actionable goals that meet standard business objectives. You can edit any template field before saving the goal. The goal categories, revenue, acquisition, inquiry, engagement, are the larger business objectives that motivate the goal templates. Use them as an organization tool to help you think about the purpose of your goals. With custom goals, you select the type and determine the values that best fit the action you need to track. Smart goals are quick and easy goals that are set up based on your linked Google Ads account. All you need to do is select Smart Goals from the goal types list and then give your goal a name. So we have our goal ready to rock, but it's important to understand that our goals usually represent the end of a journey. During that journey, there are certain interactions that are important to us as the website owner. We call those interactions events. Events are user interactions with content that can be measured independently from a web page or screen load. Downloads, link clicks, form submissions, and video plays are all examples of actions you might want to analyze as events. These may not be the ultimate goals for your site, but they do offer great insight into what users are interacting with on your site. Events also offer great benefits on single-page websites or websites that may have a high bounce rate on certain pages. Bounce rate is measured in analytics as a session that triggers only a single request, such as when a user views a single page on your website and then exits. They came to the site, didn't do anything measurable, and left. They bounced. I can't tell you how many times website owners ask, why is my bounce rate so high? Why are people bouncing without doing anything? The truth is, they could be doing exactly what you want, but analytics doesn't know it because you didn't set up event tracking to record those specific actions. Some user interactions by nature give them all they want without going anywhere other than the home page. For example, a visitor may scroll all the way to the bottom of your blog piece and then leave. They came, read the article they were interested in, and left. Without event tracking, that visit would be recorded as a bounce. By simply tracking scroll depth as an event, you now understand this particular visitor read all the way to the end of the article and now have reliable insight into that interaction. To see data in your events reports, you need to add code to your site or an app to collect event data. This can be tricky for those who aren't technical, and that's why Google created Google Tag Manager to help. Google Tag Manager is a free tag management system that allows you to quickly and easily update measurement codes and related code fragments, collectively known as tags, on your website or mobile app. When Tag Manager is installed, your website will be able to communicate with the Tag Manager servers that establish triggers that cause your tag to fire when certain events occur. For instance, someone scrolls to the bottom of your homepage and clicks on one of your videos. We don't have time to dive into Tag Manager today, but you can learn how to use Google Tag Manager with fundamental lessons in Google Analytics Academy. There are lots of ways you can use events to gain insight on your user interactions. Let's take a look at our sample screenshot. The top event is the Quick View Click, which is simply a product preview that doesn't take you to another page, but instead offers details and pricing information when the user clicks on the product image. Normally, this interaction would not be tracked, but because it was set up as an event, we can not only see that people are looking at products, but also which products are getting the most previews. Other examples of valuable interactions that a business would be interested in is engagement with embedded maps. If a user plays or pauses a video, or tracking form errors to see which fields generate the most errors. This is helpful in simplifying the user journey. You can ask yourself, do we really need this field that most users struggle to fill out correctly, or could we make this process easier? Now that we've had a chance to set up our goals in Google Analytics, let's dive deeper into understanding our data with dimensions. If you've already set up Google Analytics, it's likely you've been using dimensions all along and just haven't noticed it. Dimensions are the different attributes of your data in Google Analytics. For example, the dimension city indicates the city a user's session originates from, like Chicago or New York. Other dimensions could include the device or browser used to access your website. Each report you view offers a primary dimension for which you can use to view your data. But sometimes the primary dimension isn't enough, and you may want to view your data with more granularity. That's where secondary dimensions come into play. They allow us to add another dimension onto our current report to get a more in-depth view on the data we are currently analyzing. In this example, we are using a location report under the geography section. We've narrowed it down to just showing Texas, as we are looking to make some decisions on our current marketing efforts in Dallas. The primary dimension offers great insight as to how many users we acquired during the selected frame, but it doesn't tell us where those users came from. We can view which channels are driving traffic to our website in Texas by accessing the secondary dimensions dropdown and selecting the source or medium dimension. Now we can see not only the city, but what source or medium is driving the most traffic in each city we are viewing. Using filters, we can take our already detailed data to the next level. Remember, I wanted to focus on the source of my website traffic data in Dallas, but we could still see the other cities in Texas. If I type Dallas in the filter and click the search button, I can now see just Dallas, the city we want to focus on. Clicking on Advanced allows me to use advanced filter functions like multiple filter criteria, exclusions, and regular expressions if needed. Dimensions helps you to better understand your data by diving deeper, but now we'll discuss segments. Segments help you to analyze and understand the trends of your business by setting up subsets of your data in Google Analytics. Segments are subsets of your analytics data that you can isolate to analyze and respond to the trends in your business. For example, let's say you own a merchandise business with an online store. Of all your site visitors in one segment might be users from a particular country or city. Another segment may include users who only purchase t-shirts. What can you do with segment data? Let's say by looking at the segment data of customers in a particular geographic location, you notice that that specific group is no longer purchasing hats from your merchandise store. This may give you insight that leads you to figure out that another business in that geographic location is also selling hats with similar designs at lower prices. You could then change your designs or your pricing strategy to compete in that location. You can also use segments in your remarketing. For example, you can create a segment of users who only visit or purchase from your kids' t-shirt pages, and then target them with remarketing campaigns that only offer new items or promotions for kids. The default segment for analytics is all users, which allows you to view your data for all users that visit your site. There will often be times that you want to focus on a specific subset or segment of that data. You can use filters or subsets of users, sessions, and hits. Subsets of users include consumer activity on your website, such as users who have previously purchased or those who have added items to their shopping cart but didn't complete a purchase. Subsets of sessions include interactions by a single user that are grouped into sessions, such as all sessions originating from a holiday campaign, or all sessions where a purchase occurred. Subsets of hits are interactions during a session. Hits can include page views, events, and transactions. An example of a hit includes a subset of sessions that resulted in revenue greater than $15. You can utilize the standard system of provided segments to view or even compare data for the specific subsets of your user base. In our example, we're viewing data for several traffic source segments, as well as users that made a purchase at the same time in the demographics overview report. We can clearly see that our top age group is the same across all traffic sources, direct, organic, and referral traffic, as well as those who made an actual purchase. This helps to solidify some assumptions that were made as to who the target age group is for our site. To build new segments within your reports, simply click Add Segment at the top of your report page. Click the red button labeled New Segment. Give the segment a name that will be easy to remember and populate the criteria that will define your segment. To save that segment for later use, click Save. One of the advantages to using Google Analytics is the way in which it communicates with other tools that are enhanced by quality data, such as Google Ads and Search Console. If you use multiple Google products, you can maximize the benefits of those products by linking them and sharing data across the linked accounts. Google Analytics can be linked with multiple products such as Google Ads and Google Search Console to provide better insight into the complete customer journey from the click on an ad or search result all the way to conversion, or lack thereof, on your website. There are several products that you can link to your Google Analytics account, but we only mention two of the more widely used ones here. To link Google products to Analytics, you must first create an account for each product you want to link. Once your account is set up, you can head over to the Admin section of Analytics. From there, click the All Products selection under the Product Linking heading in the Property section. Here, you can click the Link button for each product you want to link to Analytics. The process for each product will vary slightly, but they all involve inputting or selecting the account you want to link to your Analytics account. Just a tip, registering all your Google products under the same Google account, meaning your email address, will make linking accounts even quicker. You might be wondering what advantage there is to linking Google Analytics to the other Google products you currently use. Some examples of how you can better utilize data by linking accounts together include: you can learn what happens after users click on your Google ad. This helps you to learn what's working and what isn't, so you can take steps to improve your campaigns. For instance, certain keywords may result in a higher conversion rate. Let's say people searching for blue t-shirts land on your site from your Google ad by 45% of the time, when people searching for red t-shirts who come to your site from your ad only by 3% of the time. You can then increase your Google ad bids for your high-performing keywords. You can target specific users based on their previous behavior. By linking Google Analytics with your ads account, you can define customer groups by their activity on your website. For instance, you can identify the audience who has put 3 or more items in their shopping cart, but then abandoned that cart. By offering this group a temporary promotion, you may be able to convert them after shopping cart abandonment. You can use advanced machine learning. Google Analytics uses machine learning to help you get the most out of your data. You can better understand your organic traffic and how certain keywords either do or do not convert. By linking Google Search Console to your Analytics, you'll be able to better understand your organic traffic and the conversions that either do or do not take place within those audiences. It can be helpful to collaborate with a team, business partner, or perhaps a professional marketer. You can bring on additional collaborators to access the same Google Analytics account by accessing the admin area and clicking User Management under the Account or Property sections. Here you can click the blue plus in the upper right corner and choose to add a user or add user groups. User groups are used to easily group users with like permissions together. When adding new users, only those users you've granted permission will gain access to your website data. We've covered a lot of information, and let's talk about what you should do next. If you want to sharpen your business or marketing skills, check out Primer. It's a free app you can download to your phone. If you have an Android device, you can download it at Google Play, and if you have an Apple device, you can download it from the App Store. Primer has a series of short, fun lessons that are all less than 5 minutes each. You can access lessons specific to learning to work from home and do business online by visiting the link at the bottom of your screen here. If you really want to become an expert at Google Apps for Business, visit Skillshop. This was formerly called Academy for Ads. Skillshop is a one-stop training center for everyone who uses Google professional tools and solutions. There's training on Google Ads, Google Analytics, Google My Business, and more. The lessons here are categorized based on your experience. There's information perfect for beginners, intermediate, and even advanced users, and there's no charge for this training. Again, the link is at the bottom of the screen. Whether you sell online or in store, you can boost your business with a quick and easy evaluation of your retail website with Grow My Store from Google. Grow My Store scores retailers' websites and generates personalized reports with recommendations to help you improve the online experience you offer to your customers and grow your business. Another great resource is our quick help videos. Get answers and learn how to make the most of Google's tools in just a few minutes. You'll learn things like how to get your business listed on Google Search and Maps, how to create a YouTube channel for your business, and how to start a Google Meet conference. You can check out the playlist by clicking the link below. Grow with Google is an initiative that helps people prepare for work, find jobs, and grow their business. Job seekers can grow their skills in order to find new jobs and advance their careers. Teachers can learn how to put the latest technology to work inside and outside of the classroom. Small business owners can build their online presence and find new customers. Startups can learn how to get their ideas the exposure they need to succeed. And developers can sharpen their current skills and master new ones. You can learn more by visiting google.com/grow. Thank you everyone for watching this workshop. As always, please reach out to us at the Long Branch Public Library if you have any questions or need help with anything you have watched during our workshops. You can give us a call at 732-222-3900, extension 2270, or visit our website, LongBranchLib, that's LongBranchLib.org. Thank you.